So I'm gonna make a little bit of a mix. I've got loads and loads of ingredients here. So everything is full. I've got loads of savory ingredients. I've got some bread, some spread, some mushrooms, some cheese, which I found the other day in the supermarket. Really, really interesting, really, really nice as well. Jalapeno and chili cheddar cheese, which is vegan. Avocado, I've got some garlic, some thyme, and then on this side, I don't know if you can see this, I've got like some grape nuts, which is really, really healthy, really, really good for you. I'm not quite sure what it exactly is. It's crunchy wheat and malted barley cereal. So it's horrific on its own, but it's really, really great when you mix it with other bits. So that's why I've got some vanilla soy yogurt. I've got some chia seeds here. I've got some a bit liquidy jelly here. Some fruit. So we're gonna make a mix between a couple of different things. So I'm gonna make something that's called a smoothie bowl with lots of different fruit, a little bit of a little bit of chocolate and so on, also crumbled up in it. The base of this is gonna be my soy yogurt, which I'm gonna mix with some chia seeds, and I'm gonna start right now with this. Then our second meal, or the meal we're gonna have before that, is gonna be a couple of slices of this wonderful bread, which is a sliced brumer. It's actually labeled vegan, which is very, very nice. So there's a supermarket here in the UK called Morrison's, and they are starting to label everything that's vegan, which is lovely. So that's with linseeds, millet seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, poppy seeds. I love seeds. Seeds are great. So we're gonna have some of that, which I'm gonna toast, and then I'm gonna slice up some mushrooms, marinate them, and make some smashed avocado, which we're gonna have on the bread with some of the cheese. So we're gonna have like a smashed avocado and mushroom piece of bread with some smoothie bowl on the side. So it's like a little bit of a mix and match, but yeah, let's get started. So soy yogurt, vanilla soy yogurt, and this is actually a really, really nice one and really, really good one. I really like it. It tastes delicious, and it's from from Lidl, for I think about 80p or so. Really, really good and lovely. So I'm just gonna add probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of the yogurt into a bowl. Can't close it. And then I'm gonna take some chia seeds, which are just normal standard chia seeds, and add probably about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds into my yogurt, and mix that very, very well. And they're also really, really healthy. They're really, really great for your digestive system. They're really, really great for heart health, for cleaning your arteries. I'm pretty sure they're one of those like really, really big superfoods. So this is what it looks like at the moment. It looks a bit like stracciatella. And we're gonna leave this aside. This is just gonna sit on the side and stir a little bit, because the chia seeds will create like a little bit of a jelly-like consistency with the yogurt. And if any of you ever had like a bubble tea, then yeah, this is what this is gonna be like. So I'm gonna put this aside, and this is all I'm gonna do for my sweet side. Let's say fruity/sweet side. And I'm gonna get started with my mushrooms. I'm gonna slice up some of my mushrooms, and I've got like just standard white button mushrooms. And then I'm gonna marinate them for like 5 or 10 minutes. First thing I'm gonna use is soy sauce. So I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. If you really, really love the flavor of soy sauce, go out and use 3 or 4 tablespoons. I'm fine with it because I don't like it too salty. Then I'm going to use my trusted liquid smoke. And liquid smoke is literally what it says on the bottle. It smells like a bonfire or a barbecue in liquid form. And then I'm going to add some lemon juice. So I had two tablespoons of the liquid smoke. And now I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons. And I go in twos with this, so everything 2 tablespoons here, 2 tablespoons there. I'm going to add some pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because I've got soy already in there. And the soy milk is, the soy sauce is quite salty already. So I'll just add a little bit of pepper to give it, again, a little bit of a oomph. And then I'm going to mix this together so that all my mushrooms get a nice covering of that delicious marinade. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes. So this is gonna go on the side. I keep blabbering on. I'm sorry, I'm not telling you guys what I'm actually doing. So I just chopped an onion and put that in my pan. I'm sorry for that. And I'm gonna put this up for frying. And I usually don't use oil, but in this occasion, because it's quite an elaborate breakfast and I want to make it taste really, really lovely and nice and luscious, I'm gonna use a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm gonna take a couple of pieces of toast. Let's get with 3. You don't want to overdo it because we've got some other stuff here. And what I'm gonna do is I found this literally this week, in the beginning of the week in the supermarket, and I'm so happy for this. It's labeled vegan. It's a soft spread, so it's basically like a margarine. Labeled vegan. It's a kilo of soft spread from Morrison's, the UK supermarket, and it was like £1.20 or so for a kilo. This is just so I'm just gonna spread this onto my lovely bread, and the bread looks so delicious. I love when there's like little seeds in the bread. Okay, I'm gonna pop my oven on to 200 degrees, take my tray, and because I don't have a toaster, you could literally just pop this in the toaster if you have a toaster. I don't own a toaster, so I make it in the oven, old school and slow. So I just pop them on with the spread already on it, and they go into the oven. I'm just going to take this off my plate for a second because I'm going to put some thyme into here as well. Oops, I don't lose it. So about, a few twigs of thyme, and that should be delicious, delicious. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all the cooking for my savory stuff done. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my smashed avocado, which is basically just avocado, a little bit of garlic. So I'm gonna add a big clove of garlic. You can add 2 small, 1 big. If you really, really like garlic, add as much as you like. All right, but first I'm gonna add my mushrooms with the marinade into my pan with the onions, and this is just sizzling its way through. And because my hob is quite hot right now, I'm just turning off the hob and let this sizzle until most of the liquid is going to be dissolved. First thing is I'm going to chop my garlic, and if you got a grater, please feel free to grate the garlic. Oh, and this is actually 2. That was stuck to the other one. But there's no escape, so I'm going to make them both. Avocado. And hopefully those should be like, oh, it's nearly perfect. Nearly perfect. It's a little bit brown, but we don't mind. That's fine. It's a very, very pretty and perfect avocado. So I sliced it in half, put a few slices through with the knife before I scoop it out into my bowl with the garlic. Yeah, I'm just gonna mash up very, very roughly. There can be some bigger pieces still in there. It doesn't need to be literally mash. So it's more of a smash. So you go bang, 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 and it smashes. So it should look something like this. Lemon juice, about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we're gonna mix this together. So I've got my jalapeno and chili cheddar cheese, which I'm gonna just take a few slices off. I'm gonna take my bread. I'm gonna leave the oven on because I'm just gonna pop my bread out. Here we go. So my butter has melted really, really nicely on my bread. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make, basically like a cheesy topping on here. And they go back into the oven. So we're gonna have a grilled cheese kind of style base. And we got some fruity bits over here. So I've got some yogurt where I put chia seeds in, and they have developed into some nice, lovely, gooey base. I've got some wonderful produce here. I've got a banana, I've got 2 nectarines, and I've got I forgot the name of it. Passion fruit. I've got a passion fruit. So this is gonna make our wonderful base for our smoothie bowl that we're trying to make. I've got a little bit of like jam, which has gone a bit liquidy, but it's fine because we don't mind. I've got some dark chocolate here as well, and some grape nuts, which is a wheat-based crunchy, what did it say, barley cereal. So we're gonna try to make it all nice and healthy. So I'm gonna add my chia seeds and yogurt into my bowls. I'm gonna put this on the side. Then I'm gonna chop my banana. First thing I do. I'm gonna eat the end bit because it doesn't look nice, but it still tastes good. And I have to taste test it, obviously. So I just chop this up into quarters. Very roughly. It doesn't need to be like super pretty. This is all homemade food, so not a big deal. And I'm gonna add this on the side of my yogurt. Good. Nana is in. Next thing, nectarine. And what I do, because obviously a nectarine has a core, I go with my knife round once, and then I go and take out slices like this and put them in, just because I think they look quite pretty like that. So, and then the last piece of fruit is passion fruit, and I love passion fruit. I love the smell, the taste, the crunchy little seedy bits in it, and especially I love the look of the passion fruit. It just looks so lovely, doesn't it? And it's cut between, I mean, it just looks like, oh, I just want to dig into this. So I just take a spoon and spoon out the inside of my passion fruit with all the little bitty parts. So yeah, whole grain barley cereal that is quite nice and crunchy. And I'm just gonna add, and it's a new pack, yesterday. This is what it looks like. Quite interesting. And I'm just gonna add a little bit, mostly for crunch, on the side here. I'm gonna use some dark chocolate. I'm gonna grate some dark chocolate over this, and I'm gonna add a little bit of my jelly jam here. It's a little bit liquid, but that's not a problem. So literally just a spoonful. A little bit more here. We're just gonna grate some some dark chocolate over it. So we've got some dark chocolate sprinkles. Here we go. So this is what our toast looked like. So the cheese, obviously because I left it in a little bit too much, so this cheese has bubbled up a little bit. But not a problem at all. So I've got butter and cheese. So I've got some jalapeno hummus here. So I'm gonna put that onto my cheese on toast here, just a little bit. And this is gonna give us the base. Then I've got some salad. So this is like a mix between beetroot, wild rocket, baby spinach, baby kale, landcress, and chard leaves. So I'm gonna add this on top here. Next is our avocado mash that we made. Smashy. Oh, and that smells garlicky, but that's so lovely. So that goes on top of here, so we go green on green. So I just added my mushrooms on top of this, and this looks like highly stacked, but it's gonna be so good. So I've got chili flakes here, which I'm gonna add on top as well. And here we go. So this is our toast. We're gonna have this, as well as, which one should I take? As well as this. And this is today's breakfast.